For decades, DStv was the undisputed king of African television. If you wanted the Premier League, the latest Hollywood blockbusters, or local news, you paid the multi-coin tax. But in 2026, the crown hasn't just slipped, it has been sold. After losing millions of subscribers and watching its valuation tank, multi-coin has officially been swallowed by the French media titan Canal+. How did the so-called Netflix of Africa lose its way? And what does a French-owned DStv mean for your monthly subscription? Today, we are breaking down the death of an empire. Let's look at the numbers. They don't lie. In just 2 years, multi-coin shed a staggering 2.8 million subscribers. In South Africa alone, nearly 600,000 households pulled the plug. But the real bloodbath happened in Nigeria, Zambia, and Angola. Why? It was a perfect storm. First, the currency collapse in Nigeria meant that even after massive price hikes, multi-coin was actually losing money in US dollars. Second, the power crisis. In places like Zambia, where blackouts lasted 20 hours a day, people realized they were paying for a service they literally couldn't turn on. And finally, the rise of streaming. Netflix, Disney+, and Amazon Prime finally grew teeth in Africa, offering cheaper, data-friendly alternatives to the bulky DStv decoder. While multi-coin was bleeding out, a partner was circling. Group Canal+, owned by the French conglomerate Vivendi, had been quietly buying up shares for years. By late 2025, the South African Competition Tribunal gave the green light. Canal+ launched a mandatory takeover bid at 1-100- and -20-5 per share. By September 2025, the deal became unconditional. Multi-coin is no longer an independent South African company. It is now a subsidiary of a global powerhouse serving over 40 million subscribers. So, what happens to the remaining pieces of the company? In early 2026, Canal+ initiated what is called a squeeze-out. This means they are forcibly acquiring the remaining tiny fraction of shares from minority holders. The end result, multi-coin is being delisted from the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. A company that was once the pride of the continent is officially going private under French rule. You're probably wondering, is my bill going down? Actually, the new French owners have already started a new pathway to profitability. To stop the losses, they have introduced massive hardware discounts to get people back into the ecosystem, and they are pushing DStv Stream and Showmax harder than ever. Canal+ CEO Maxime Sada says they want to save $400 million in costs by 2030. That usually means two things: smarter technology and fewer employees. The era of multi-coin as a South African giant is over. It is now part of a global chess game to see who will own the last frontier of entertainment, Africa. Will the French touch be enough to fight off Netflix and TikTok, or did they just buy a sinking ship? Let me know in the comments, have you canceled your DStv, or are you waiting to see what Canal+ does with the brand? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for listening.